My name is Sheridan Sayles, and I am the archivist for the Senator Frank Lautenberg Papers. Frank Lautenberg was one of the two senators of New Jersey from 1982 to 2013. He initially retired in 2000, but returned in 2002, and so the papers reflect almost 30 years of his work, not only with writing legislation and his other senatorial functions, but also his entire office. So we have not just his files, but also staff files from both his Camden and Newark offices. The path of getting them to Rutgers officially was a long process. It initially started in 2000, around the time of his initial retirement. After he came back in the Senate, they were still in contact with him to get these papers here. And upon his death in 2013, the papers officially transferred to Rutgers. The papers came via a couple truckloads. When a senator is in office and he performs multiple rounds of service, like with each Congress, the papers are temporarily held in Suitland, Maryland with the Senate Archives, and when an official repository has been determined, then the papers are transferred. My job as an archivist is to reflect both what the man achieved and also what the office achieved. The way I approach this is more reflecting the office. In a way, map out the different functions of the office and understand the type of papers that this sort of office would create. I need to be cognizant of what I can and cannot release to the public, and then also look at preservation and conservation concerns. So the papers are primarily organized by function. In some cases where it is appropriate, for example, the project files, we've tried to organize those additionally by category to make them a little more accessible to researchers. Researchers look for people, places, things, and dates. The things that Lautenberg are most known for include his environmental work, his work with refugees, I guess his work with gun control. Those are kind of the top three. He was responsible for a lot of initiatives to encourage Superfund cleanup, creating registries of Superfund, and getting sites cleared. With gun control, he actually had one of the many Lautenberg amendments. There are quite a few, but one of the Lautenberg amendments is his ban on gun accents for convicted domestic abusers. That's just a single snapshot of 30 years of a career. There's just so much to go through. As I've been going through these papers, it's been really hard to get the American dream out of my head. Specifically the idea that someone can kind of start from the bottom and through hard work and spending their time in certain ways, they can come out of their station in life and create a legacy that goes beyond their humble beginnings. The papers themselves will be officially open to research on June 30th, 2018.